This review is like almost 8 days late, but I don't care. I'm making it anyway. I still remember what happens. So, like Raka Raka, this is another famous YouTuber who's actually a critic who made a horror movie, but it didn't do so good, at least for other movie reviewers. His name is Chris Stuckman. He is, like I said, a movie critic, which I think is pretty cool. He made a horror movie called Shelby Oaks. Shelby Oaks is his first feature film that took many years to film, which I'm honestly impressed. Like Good Boy, how I talked about Good Boy getting like 3 years to film. This movie I think took longer, but I'll give my brief description. Shelby Oaks is about a girl who lost her sister, who is a part of a paranormal activity channel on YouTube. And she's been missing for so long, and the rest of her crew members are dead, so she's looking to her. She asked many different people, like detectives, like prison guards, even her husband. Her husband thinks she's crazy for some reason. The husband's like the most useless character in the entire movie, but whatever. I don't really think this movie is bad necessarily, but like I said, and other horror movies are reviewed, it's really hard to follow, especially after the 30 minutes happened. The first 30 minutes give off an actual documentary, and it's actually really good. I really enjoy the first 30 minutes because it's like it tells you what happened, but it gives you a story without dragging it out your asshole for too long. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, the main character named Mia looks for his sister. I think her name is Riley, who went missing, and most of the movies like analog horror, found footage, which I really like. Found footage is one of my favorite things. However, like I said, the movie really loses you, and it really does, and not in a good way. You know, for someone who reviews movies, horror movies even, he didn't really do a good job, I think, like, finishing the third act of this movie. Not even the second act, to be honest. This gets into spoilers, but I don't really think you guys would watch this anyway. But first, before I sound like I'm flaming the guy, I just want to make something extremely clear. There's a lot of famous YouTubers out there. Mr. Beast, Creekcraft, PewDiePie, Life of Luxury. Some of them could grow up into making actual movies, and I support whoever it is. No matter if the movie's bad, it's still a really big accomplishment for a YouTuber to make a movie, you know? Like, or even a feature film or like a short film. I think it's a really big accomplishment, and I respect Chris Stuntman for making his very first movie. His first movie isn't perfect, but it's not unwatchable. Like, I still had a good time watching it. I got lost throughout the entire like third act point. The third act is Mia finds her sister who's getting held captive, who got raped and kidnapped by a demon and a bunch of his henchmen in a old house in Shelby Oaks, which is really fucked up. But here's what I mean. At the ending, Mia and Riley, well, mostly Mia saves a little baby who got, like, possessed by the blood of, like, a sick old lady who lives in the house in Shelby Oaks. Mia's not really the brightest person in this movie. She takes a baby who is obviously possessed and takes it home and says, "You're my friend now." Incredibly stupid. I let out abrupt, "What the fuck are you doing, you dumb bitch?" I didn't actually say that, but I wanted to. After Riley is returned home, she's asleep and she tries to suffocate the child. And here's where I'm like, okay, this is actually getting interesting. And then she's like, "The baby needs to die. It needs to die. It needs to die." And then her sister's like, "No, man, don't do it." So then Riley falls out the window and gets killed by a bunch of hell dogs. They rip her to shreds like a bunch of hungry wolves, which is so stupid. I wasn't even scared. It wasn't even scary, bro. I mean, it was good for like a low budget movie. It actually had a very high graphic amount of kills, but like she was enslaved for so many years and missing, and then all for her to just get killed and fall out a window. I don't know. That seems a little underwhelming to me, to be honest. And the movie ends with the demon possessing Mia, because plot twist, I had to look up the plot twist because I was so lost. The demon wanted Mia the entire time. It didn't give a fuck about Riley. It wanted Mia. I'm gonna look back at the movie and see if her sister's name is actually Riley. And if it's not Riley, you guys have the right to flame me in the comment section, okay? But overall, Shelby Oaks, first 30 minutes are good, or 35 minutes is good. I like it. The beginning is good. I think Chris Stuckman has a lot to learn about how to direct actual movies, like how to like conclude them successfully without losing the audience in like the second or third half. I really hope you guys agree, but let me know what you guys think about it if you guys seen it. That's all I can say. See ya.